chase the money.
You want to go chase a bag instead of chase the game. Chase the game. The game got the bag. Don't chase the bag ain't got the game. Chase the game.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Chase the Game, where we chase the game, not the bag, obviously, because the bag will follow once you chase the game. Chasing the bag is not sustainable. Chasing the game is. It's maintainable. What Deion Sanders primetime said. Anyways, we got tomorrow night, Panthers, Jacksonville Jaguars, Friday night game, preseason. But, we're definitely going to throw some bets on. At the end of the show, stay tuned. We're going to predict the score of the game and the winner. I think that would be fair, because it's preseason, so we're not going to say anytime touchdowns or anything crazy like that. We'll just predict the score and the winner of the game. So before Danny C gets into it, I want to try something new with this trivia question that I have for the Panthers. So, guys, real quick, let me introduce y'all, obviously. We got Danny C, the man, myth, the legend, because Lehigh Legend's not here today, but the Giants' #1 fan, the 12th man. And
Yes,
I need
sir.
some music, dude. That's what I need. That's what I'm missing. I'm like feeling something like there's something missing when I'm doing the intros. I'm doing the intros. I'm like, I need some like juice. And if we had some like intro music or something, like some blah, 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 drums in the background, I don't know. You get the crowd amped. Because I'm amped over here, but I'm just talking.
tough.
All right, Danny C, the man, the #1
Yes,
Giants
sir.
fan. Put him on the roster. Come on, John. Let's
Put
go.
me on.
And then, obviously, Allen lived to the muse, betting man himself, the man, the myth, the legend, with the bets. Allen lived to the muse. All right,
NFL season's
so
going to be real nice.
it's going to be real nice, and we're making a lot of money. We're doing it. We're making a lot of money this year. And I know you've already been sending in some future sneaky bets, and I placed a lot of future sneaky bets, but we'll get into the future bets here. We did that last show. We'll get into other stuff. But Danny C, give me the updates. What are we talking about today? Oh wait, shit, no. Hold up. Let's do the trivia question first.
Yeah.
All right. So the question is, name 3 quarterbacks to start games for the Panthers in 2022 or 2021. Excuse me, 2021. 3 quarterbacks to start. And that was that year where we kind of cycled in a few QBs. I think 2021.
Next question.
QBs.
Okay, this one I wanted to pick with something that I actually knew before I looked at the answer. It's kind of hard to do these on my end because I know the answer.
I was going to say.
I would know this. So this one the answer is name 3 quarterbacks to start games for the Panthers in 2021. Sam Darnold, 11 games. Cam Newton, 5 games. And then P.J. Walker, 1 game. You remember homie
I
from
wouldn't have got that.
the UFL?
Not PJ.
You don't remember
No,
I went to
not
that.
PJ.
I know that because I went to that game. I actually went to that game.
That was the
why
only
I
game
know.
he started.
Yeah, it was the only game he played and started, yeah. And I knew Cam Newton and Sam Darnold. That was an
Yeah, I was
easy
going
one
to say
just
Cam, but I was like, I don't know why it feels longer. Even thinking of like 2020.
It does feel long.
Well,
It does
like
feel longer.
2020, like COVID, feels like it's short, but feels like it's long. Like I can't recall anywhere from like 2021 to 2023 for some reason. Year was a complete fog to me.
Nah, I get that, man. Same with me. And like after that, it's like you snap your fingers and we're finishing up 2026, basically. And it's like, holy crap, dude.
Yeah.
It's time flies, man. Time flies.
But next question, you got another one. Let's get it. If you got
You want to do another one? No, let's save
okay.
another one for the back end. Let's do another one on the back
All
end.
right, bet,
Danny
bet,
C,
bet.
we got lots to talk about. Danny C, come in with the updates.
I got you, Chase. In the world of the NCAA, Buccaneers rookie and ex-LSU standout Jack Pyburn is among 16 players suing for possible college football return. Things are about to get interesting. In the world of the NFL, Roger Goodell says it's inevitable that we will eventually have a team permanently based outside of the U.S. How do we feel
Crazy.
about it? We'll talk about it. New York Giants signed running back Najee Harris to a 1-year contract. Tyrone Tracy, you shouldn't have missed that block. And then wide receiver Keenan Allen has agreed to a 1-year deal worth up to $8.3 million with the Colts. Good job, Keenan Allen. Then we got some first week of preseason injuries. Brees Hall suffered a groin strain. Christian McCaffrey didn't play due to unspecified tightness or refusing to play / practice for a contract adjustment. It's up in the air. Then we have Devontae Smith suffered a hamstring strain. Emeka Egbuka suffered a toe sprain, and Jeremiah Love suffered a high ankle sprain. The team is saying he will return for the September 13th regular season opener against the Chargers. So good news for Jeremiah Love, fans. Back to you, Chase.
Yes. My man Danny C, the only one that can see the updates, is good at say them as well. I definitely spelt groin wrong. A groin injury. I was kind of hoping you could read through my spelling errors, but they're just really bad. So it is what it is, and that is so we'll get to that though. But the rookie over the Buccaneers, Jack, apparently he had 2 great sacks during the game. Who did they play just now? Who did the Bucs just play? I can't even remember. Preseason game. Whatever. He had 2 sacks, and then that is raising a story because obviously thinking about an NFL player that makes it onto a team. He didn't get – it was the Jets. Okay, Jets. I mean, Jets are going to be ass this year. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it is interesting, though, because, like, how this all works out, you know? Like, is he going to play like he was literally in shoulder pads and a helmet or in a NFL jersey? Now he's going to be in a college jersey. It's crazy. He didn't get drafted, undrafted, picked up, and then going back to college. What were you about to say, Danny C?
Is that just, like, explain that to me. Is that just because he made more money in college? Like, is he just trying to go back to college?
A few weeks ago, remember we brought up that update about NCAA allowing the 5th year option, but only to that certain class? Well, he and 16 other college football athletes are suing, so they are basically I guess they're not eligible to go back to play college, so they're suing so they can go back to play, just like the other athletes that are allowed the 5th year by the judge. That happened a few weeks back. If that kind of makes sense.
I just don't understand the logic. Isn't the dream to make it to the NFL? Why are you trying to go back to college unless it's about money?
Well, I mean, think about it. It probably could be like, so he's, playing during preseason, so he hasn't got his spot yet. So he could be possibly cut from the NFL, and then, or he could, get put on the practice squad, whatever, put on the bench, or he could have the experience he got by becoming an NFL, having like workouts, training, practicing with an NFL team, and coming back and dominating at a college level with like 18, 19-year-olds. Like he was playing with like 24, 25-year-olds, and then now he's playing with freaking 18, 19-year-olds. So it's like he's definitely going to dominate. So then that means more money by, the NIL deals and stuff like that. He'll get more money. More colleges will obviously want him because, like, think about it. Outside linebacker, stud. He's already shown that he's a beast in the NFL. I mean, okay, granted it's against the Jets, but having 2 sacks in an NFL football game, no matter what time of year it is still impressive. I don't care what time. If it's preseason, I mean, obviously in the postseason it's more impressive, but still very impressive at an NFL level, playing and getting 2 sacks in a game. So any team, college team with enough money that wants him, like, oh, we need an outside linebacker, we need badly or whatever, then they, can basically pay him to come play for their team, and then, it gives him better advantage. But I don't know who where who would pick him up or what. But that's kind of the case scenario that I'm assuming is probably because of the money. Probably going to get more money in the grand scheme of things, which is crazy. But think about it, like all these superstars that were like Carson Beck, for example, going from multi-millions of dollars to, I mean, he's still getting paid multi-million dollars, but a lot less in the NFL. And I mean, ultimate goal is to go to the NFL, but if he could go back to college, I guess it's just so much more money there. The whole risk to reward ratio is not as bad. But then I guess it's like a double standard, because then you look at guys that sit out bowl games, sit out championships, sit out playoff games because they declare for the draft. But those guys, I guess, are potentially going to make way more in the NFL in the long run. So if that, it's basically boils down to, it's about money. It starts and ends with money.
Yeah, most likely. I agree with that, Chase. And like the other thing too about it is that, you know, if you think about every sport, especially NFL, every year salary cap increases like significantly. Like some people, like even
yes, exactly.
I know we're not talking about contracts currently, but like even if we look at some players' contracts and we're like, they're getting paid how much? Because 2-3 years ago, or even their past season, isn't like that impressive. But you know, the new salary cap is much higher. So you know, what we think is average increases every year, and you know, you wait another year, 2 years, continue to dominate and continue to improve as well, because depending on the school he goes to, there's still going to be some competition, still learning, still going to advance. So then that's going to make him even more or extra ready for the league. And when he gets ready for the league and he has like a crazy impressive season in college, he can probably collect a fatter check, much fatter than what he would have got offered before. So
that is true.
You know,
I mean,
it is money, bro. Like you said, I think so, at least.
And like to back what you're saying, they just put out an article about how the running back, you know, pay raise, the salary cap for running backs, I guess the average pay range, or like, if that makes sense, has gone up 38% in like the past year, which is insane to go that much. But it just goes to show that maybe he is like, goes back and then he comes back into the NFL, he might be able to get paid more, what proves himself at whatever college and wins a couple games and stuff like that. So you never know. But yeah, we do know. I wouldn't say like it's definitive, but like I'm not gonna say, oh, it's not about money at all. Like there's gotta be some money
Definitely
that
about
is
money.
leading
Yeah.
that, you know. So okay, so let's move on to the NFL. The NFL, Roger Goodell saying that there's going to be a team permanently based out of the United States. That is very crazy to hear. I'm very interested to see where they're going to place that, and then who's going to be like playing that. Who's going to be playing?
Chase, you know where it's going to be.
Where is it going to be?
You know where it's going to be, dude.
I honestly don't know where it's going to be. Where do you think it's going to be?
What is out of the States? Every sports team has out of the country. At least one. Where is it?
Canada?
Or Canada?
Canada. Yeah.
I was thinking Mexico or Canada, but I was like, nah, that's too obvious.
If you think about it, that's really the only way to, I mean, not the only way, obviously, but like that's the smartest way to do it, because the travel, dude, if they're going 8-hour flight away out of the country, they're not having a league like that. It's got to be close, like a Mexico or Toronto or Canada or wherever, just like the other sports leagues are. But dude, to do like, I don't know, England or something. I mean, obviously, I highly doubt that's going to be a thing, but
yeah,
like it's not going to be crazy far, at least from what I'm thinking. And then I just don't know Mexico though, because maybe I don't know the dynamic or like the fan base in Mexico for American football. Like I think they like their football, so I just don't know if they're going to get the eyeballs and the tickets.
There's a Canadian football
in
too,
Mexico.
yeah.
Exactly. There's Canadian football, and dude, Canada has the Toronto Raptors. They also got the Toronto Blue Jays. You know, don't they have a Toronto hockey team as well? Maple Leafs. Yeah. So you go down the list, Toronto, Canada, Toronto. Go down the list.
Toronto's going to be
That's
What,
where it's going to look like, maybe
they're
get
gonna have a football team?
two teams out there, maybe, because dude, Canada's a massive country, bro. You know what I
I know,
mean?
but like, who's gonna go play out there?
They'll find people, man. Isn't there other leagues,
Yeah.
UFL leagues? That I know. Flag isn't really shit, but what, like, people will find a way, man. They just expanded the WNBA to like 3, 4 other teams, and they got rostered up. They're
Yeah.
talking about expanding NBA,
WNBA
and they'll
versus the
find,
NBA.
yeah,
They'll find
but they're,
people.
they're
They'll find
but
people.
they're also expanding the NBA. Seattle, and then I think there's talks about, or no, Seattle and Vegas is planning, whether it's this year or next year, to open up real soon, and and then they'll get rostered up, bro. So like, there's players everywhere, and I'll tell you this too. And Chase, I mean, you might be able to vouch for this too, but there's people, maybe and I know there's people too that I've gone to school with that are still training till this day for an opportunity in the league, even if it's just for 1 year. Like, there's people nobody knows that's still training like it's nobody's business. And so, like,
Yeah.
if enough spots open, bro, enough people will be ready to go. And if you can build a team around people that are just like willing to put the work in, you could train them to get right, especially at an NFL level. So
That's true.
colleges are going crazy. A shitload of college teams, new starts, recruits. They're all ready to go. You can put them on a new team, see how it goes. So I think it'll be enough people, man.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, I guess that in the area, but nah, yeah, there's so many colleges in the United States where they can get team. The NFL is so competitive, so.
And Chase too. I don't know. Do you know anyone, like, maybe, I don't know if you do, but like, that if they
that are secretly traded,
that are still secretly trained. Yeah,
either they're overseas playing football, or like they're playing football for UFL. They're playing football in what's it called, the arena football.
Yeah.
Some of my college buddies play arena football, and
Exactly.
my buddy actually got a defensive player of the league, or defensive MVP of the league, a couple of years ago, and he had like fucking.
Imagine he started playing for one of the leagues, dude. That'd be crazy.
I mean, he's a beast. He's just
like,
nothing gets him. Nothing. No, it's just his work ethic. No, he's filthy at D lineman. Filthy D lineman. He just doesn't have his work ethic is like, he likes to party and stuff and have a good time.
Yeah.
He's a beast. He's got long arms, long legs, perfect D lineman, super fast, explosive. But he's like, I just party, have a good time, and he doesn't like working hard. So, but he's in the arena football. And I mean, I had a couple teammates that are in the league now that
that makes sense.
One got in undrafted, but like they're buddies. So it's like, I know they keep up or keep in contact with each other. So
yeah, bro. So if like an opportunity comes out, talking about, we're recruiting 30 to 40 more guys, dude, they got an opportunity like that, change a lifetime, salary get through the roof, playing the game they love, travel the way they want. They'll probably go in there and then train even more to get there. So it's I just don't know what part of Canada. I know it's gonna be Canada, but I just don't know what part. Probably Toronto though. Toronto's
there's a lot of money there, and I think
a lot of money there.
It seems like Toronto too. It makes sense.
Drake would be on
yeah. Let's move on to other stuff. So obviously you got Nigel Harris going to the Giants. I don't know how you feel about that, Danny C. Jim to John. How we feeling about Nigel Harris? You think he's going to get like the third down runs, or Scat Pack's still going to be the heavy hitter on that one?
So I kind of love this signing. As much as I love Cam Scadaboo, I literally have his jersey. He's such a wild card. He could get injured. So, like, I love this signing. Tyrone Tracy, as much as, he did well last season, but he did miss that block, and I think that contributed to them signing Najee Harris. So we don't have, like, a ton of depth. Like, our wide receiver room, depth. We have a ton of wide receivers, but our running back, not a ton of depth, especially if Cam gets hurt again. So I love the signing. I did a little deep dive on Najee Harris after, and I've come to like him, and I'm excited. I think he was practicing the day that he got signed. So like,
He was a Steeler, right, last year?
Steal.
Oh
Yeah.
no, Charger. He was a Charger.
Charger.
Before Charger, he was a Steeler.
Okay.
But he tore his Achilles on the Chargers. He was out last year because he tore his Achilles. But
I see.
I saw that picture of him working out. I'm like, damn, that dude's huge. You don't really realize how big he is because he's not talked about as big running back. But I watched him at Pittsburgh, and he didn't get a lot of headlines because he wasn't putting up like crazy numbers. But that dude ran hard, and
Dude, he runs through people.
yeah. So I that's a good pickup if he stays healthy too. I mean, he hasn't had many issues up until obviously he tore his Achilles, but he stayed pretty healthy. He played a lot for the Steelers. So he didn't. But I'm curious to see how they fit him in the offense. I'm excited for the Giants, and then obviously getting now into Colts. That's just one of those news that I just got to talk about. I mean, not really following his career that much, but anyways, moving on. So the injuries from week 1 is kind of crazy. The groin strain for Breece Hall. Jets are, should definitely rest him and make sure I wouldn't even play him. Like they paid him, so I mean, I don't know. That's a tough situation.
Can I tell you real quick, Chase, about Najee Harris really quick?
What about him?
I actually think I have a weird take. I think he might start over Scats mid-season.
You think he starts over Scatterville mid-season?
Mid-season.
So I don't think it's a crazy take.
Crazy take, bro. I think I saw that film. I might be talking about the same thing you're talking about, Chase. I saw that film, and you're right too, where it's like he didn't put up crazy numbers, but bro, when he got the ball, he was putting in work.
Shit happen.
Yeah, he made shit happen. He was a great shit happen, bro.
Pass blocking running back. He's a great because he's so big and strong.
Yeah,
he's really good at pass blocking.
Yeah.
So
I
don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's a crazy take.
It's not a crazy take.
And he's ball intelligent, man. Like, if there's a shift or a pivot in the experience, but like if there's a shift or a pivot in the formation or in the move or in the call, whatever, he can adjust. He'll pick up on it. Some people freeze in the spotlight like stuff, but he knows how to adapt. I think he might turn into their number 1, man. Crazy take, because I understand Scat, but I mean, we're gonna see how the season turns out. If, like you said, Chase, if he stays healthy, we'll see.
We will see. And I mean, I honestly don't think that's a crazy take, but I mean, some people might. I don't know, but I guess because he's coming off an injury, but both of them are coming off an injury. And then
they both are.
I saw this one video of Scat Pack running out doing a little was a 5-yard in route, and his leg that
his knee
injured
buckle.
Or I was like, it didn't look as smooth. So
Dan was saying the same thing.
I'm worried for him. I don't know if he's like it's in his head or his actual pain. So I mean, that's a big part of it. Like you do all the right physical therapy and stuff and get back. It's the mental aspect of trusting you're recovered and trusting you can put that pressure back onto it. Like when I tore my ACL the first time on my right knee, I felt good to go. It was like a Tuesday. I felt like I was like months before that. I felt good to go. But then once I got cleared, I'm like, I'm 100%. And I was going 100%. Thursday, I had a workout. And then freaking boom, blew up. After that, though, it was like I needed to play with a knee brace because not only like it was a lot worse shape, like it could happen again if I don't wear a knee brace, but it was like my mental was messed up from it too. So I didn't cut as hard. I mean, I was more of I was a physical running back, but I cut. Like that was my thing. I could see, like I'm a big guy, so I'm running hard, but then I can just change direction and go left, whatever. After I blew up my knee, I was just like, I'm just gonna run hard and through this dude instead of cut. I'm just gonna run through him. And I mean, it worked, but it was just like it was the mental aspect of it that kind of overtakes you, And so I hope that's not the case. I mean, I hope that's the case because that you can eventually overcome that. Now, if it's physical, that could cause a re-injury and stuff. So I just hope he's good to go. But yeah, I mean, I saw that video and it made me kind of like cringe a little, or like, what is it called? I got goosebumps from it because of the injuries happened and stuff. So what I didn't see or understand about Christian McCaffrey, he has tightness, unexpected tightness, but not really. They're not really saying like he's not being specific on where he's feeling tightness. He's just tight, and it's like what? He's missing a whole week of practice, and then I mean they're not going to play him in the preseason games, but
he is the Anthony Davis of the NFL, bro.
So he's got 2 years left on his contract. Another rumor came out that he's not playing because he wants an extension on his contract. Last year, that offense, 49ers offense, rode his back, dude. He got, and then what was it? The year before that too. I think he had like a ridiculous amount of carries. He's up there. I think it was like 5. Out of like all the plays the teams ran that year, how many times a player touched the ball, and he was up there with like the freaking these greats, like
dude.
Walter Payton, freaking I can't even think of his name, but
Chase, he averages as many receptions as actual wide receivers, and at the same time averages, rush yards the same as regular average rush, like running backs. So it's like if you're doing the work of a wide receiver and you're doing the work of a running back, and you put that in one player, dude.
Well, so yeah,
dumb, bro. It's crazy,
dude. It is, and like, well, the whole issue is arised from Bijan Robinson getting his new deal because he's a dual threat running back too. He's out running routes and stuff, and so I mean, it makes sense. Christian McCaffrey sees, oh, dude, he just got a fat new contract. I got 2 years left on mine. Go ahead and give me an extension. If you guys want to run me into the dirt, run me until my wheels fall off. Like, I feel like that's what's going to happen to this dude, So I think he's playing it smart, like getting that promise. Because what happens after 2 years? He's getting beat up, putting his ass on the line, and then getting injured because of it. And then after his 2 years up, no team really wants him, or maybe they sign him for a 1 year deal for like a minimum contract because he's always injured because he's freaking carrying the ball like 80% of the time.
He's doing everything.
Each game, So
everything, bro.
I'm curious to see what happens with that. And it sucks. Deion Smith hamstring, or Devontae Smith, and then Mecca toe sprain, and the Jeremy Love, dude. Watching him in the Cardinals game, it wasn't the Hall of Fame game because he didn't play in that, but it was the game that didn't allow him to play in that. But the next preseason game, he ran so hard, and I was like kind of curious to see like he's like running physical, like running into people instead of juking people. And I don't know if he was trying to just set the stone. It was his first game, NFL game. He's trying to like be physical and not juke and stuff. But he ended up twisting his ankle and stuff. Apparently it was like a lot more serious than just like an average ankle sprain. But I'm curious to see how he does in the regular season, playing a full game and not just like a few drives. But yeah, so I know we kind of covered most of this stuff. I wanted to kind of talk about some predictions and stuff. So I had this one. Nigel and Adam are not here, so I want to wait for them to talk about this because I want us all to contribute to us going through right before the regular season and guessing the Panthers' regular season record. I know we did it previously way back when the schedules were just released. I think we have a better idea when we see these preseason games. I think we do some predictions, talk a little bit about fantasy these next couple weeks, but then wait until we get all back together and we'll do a Carolina Panthers schedule pick and go through the record. And
Charles game will really be a big influence as well. So that'll help. That'll help a lot.
Yes,
that'll help.
I agree. But for now, I want to ask you guys a question before we get into this final trivia question for the Panthers. So out of these teams, Who's going to have the worst record out of these three teams? Because they all have a 5.5 or less, or 5.5 less. 5.5 wins over under for wins for the entire season. All these teams, okay? I want you to pick which team has the worst record. You don't have to tell me what the record is. Just tell me which team has the worst record out of all these. Okay. The Browns, the Cardinals, the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Raiders. Okay, before you guys answer who has the worst, I want you to say who has the best and who has the worst. Okay? I'll go first. No, actually, Danny C. I want you to go first. Danny C. Who has the best record and who has the worst record?
Out of those guys, I think the Raiders will have the best.
Okay.
And I think the Jets will have the worst. They're a 3-4 win team at best. I don't believe in Geno Smith. And, Breece Hall shaky. That's, Garrett Wilson is a stick figure. He needs to put some more meat on him. Yeah.
And that would be crazy.
I think
if the Jets
best out of them is the Raiders. The worst is the Jets.
I like that. I would. I can't argue with either of those, but I'll get to my pick. Anna live to amuse.
I wanted to make sure I want to make sure I got the teams right. You said Browns, Raiders, Cardinals, Dolphins, Jets. Was that all?
Yes, sir. That's all of them.
All right, cool. Just want to make sure.
They all have 5.5 wins over under wins. 5.5, all of them. So that is low expectations for those teams. We don't have much more over Carolina, so
yeah. I actually like, for the best, it's going to be a hot take. For the best, I think the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins, man. Yeah. Quinn's going to be the one starting this year, right?
I think so, but no. They should picked up Hurley. What's his name? Hurley.
Who's starting?
What's his name?
Thought they had Willis.
Malik
Willis.
Malik Willis. Yeah. That's who started.
Okay.
They just picked him up.
Okay, never mind. I might want to change my answer. I was going to do a hot take on. I was going to do a hot take on Quinn. I was going to do a hot take on Quinn. Yeah, but best team is going to be Browns out of all the team, all of it. I think there's going to be a point. Browns. I think there's going to be a point where, and I think Nigel would agree with me here, but maybe not. I don't know. But there's going to be a point, man, where they're going to have to swap the QBs. And I think one of them, no matter who it is, and also, too, like, Watson looked good. Not bad. Not too bad. So, I think they're going to surprise people. The worst on this, actually, I might have to flip it actually now. Okay. I honestly think the worst might be the Dolphins, actually.
Yeah.
Damn. So with knowing that tells me they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Dolphins then, because I don't know. If they had a QB in Quinn and still want to outsource, I don't know. We'll see.
He's young, and I don't know. Maybe they're trying to, let him earn a spot. I don't know. That's interesting too to me. But I think
he was ready. He played a couple games. He looked good, and then then pick it up. You said it's a rookie.
He was a rookie, or who? He was a rookie last year. What he played? He was a rookie.
Yeah. Well, so was Quinn, and they had Quinn, but they decided to go and
no. That's right. That's what I was saying. Quinn was.
Yeah.
Quinn was.
Oh,
I don't think Malik Willis was. He's been in the league for a little bit, I think. Yeah. So okay. Well, it's funny you say the Dolphins, because when he said Dolphins being the best, I'm like, oh, I think they're going to be like one of the worst out of these. But here's what I think is going to happen: the Jets and the Dolphins are going to have similar records, okay? But Malik Willis is going to get injured or benched. And then Quinn is going to come in and save the season. And not going to be a complete save, but it's going to be more than the Jets. So the Jets are going to be the
I like
obvious
that
answer
take,
here
Chase.
for
I'm
me.
with you. I'm with you.
Yeah. And then I think the Cardinals. As crazy as it seems, I think the Cardinals. I want to say the Browns, but I'm not going to go with you on Browns. I have to go different. The Raiders is a great pick. I think that's another obvious answer other than the Jets because like their culture over there has been all over the social media, and it's obvious that they're going to at least have some type of successful season, whatever that looks like. But I don't think they're going to obviously be anywhere near the bottom of this list. They're definitely going to be close to the top. My hot take is the Cardinals over the Browns and the Raiders. They have more wins. And I actually, the reason why I watched Good Morning Barstool. It's a show that Barstool Sports has, and they talk about sports in the morning. And now that I work remote now, I can watch it. I have on the show, and they were going through the Cardinals schedule. And they were like literally picking because Jeremiah Love is coming back against the Chargers game. And it's not an easy schedule at the beginning of the year, but I mean, I could see them winning a few games, more than 5. I think they do win more than 5, but that's it. I think they win 6 maybe. Yeah, that's my hot take. So
That's a good take.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, so y'all ready for the final
Yes, sir.
trivia question before we
Yes,
sign
sir.
out tonight? All right, so this trivia question, I see now. I'm going to pick ones that I know before I even can see the answer because it's funny because the reason why I know this is not because of the facts. Like I know this because of Madden. So this is the question. What Panthers player rushed for 151 yards on 27 carries in the team's 23-0 win at the Giants in 2005 NFC wildcard playoff game? Danny C, Giants. I mean, this is 2005, so this is a long time ago. I only know
Yeah,
this
bro.
answer. So
There's no shot.
Here's the reason why I know this answer because I played Madden 05, Madden 2005, and Ray Lewis is on the cover. Okay, I played with the Panthers all the time. I was a huge Panthers fan, so I played with the Panthers. I didn't play with any other team, even though like they weren't the best. But Deshaun Foster was the running back for the Carolina Panthers, and I knew that because he was a beast that year. And I remember one time I was playing against a computer, not against anybody, just playing against a computer. And I'm not going to say what level. I can't remember. It probably was on rookie, but whatever. If you know, I was like freaking 2005. I was youngin'. I was single digits, still playing, learning how to play video games. And anyways, I did like freaking halfback dive to the A gap, and I freaking cut it outside. And I was on like probably the 5-yard line. Cut it outside right away. Boom. And I did the entire lap around the entire field from sideline to sideline, all the way back and ran into the end zone and scored a touchdown.
Yeah, you were playing on rookie, bro.
yeah.
Just
it was
kidding, I
a
suck.
fucking rookie. Well, because I played a rookie until I played my boy, who he had an older brother that was really into the Madden game, and they played all Madden. And when he played all Madden, he whooped my ass. And I was like, from then on, I was like, all right, all Madden is what I'm going to play, just in case if I play someone that, you know, is really good. And I was never really good at video games, but I could play Madden, that's for sure. Because, I mean, it's football. So it's just sometimes controllers wouldn't go where I wanted, the players wouldn't go with what I want. But, yeah, dude, Deshaun Foster was a beast running back for the Carolina Panthers. 26. He was a beast. All right, that's it. Another episode of CTG.
Yes,
I salute
Yes,
y'all. I
sir.
appreciate it. And signing out. Peace.
Peace.
All
Peace.
right,